Are you weeping for me, Lord? Lord, he whom you love is ill. He whom you love is in trouble, is broken, is lost, is struggling. I was buried for 4 days. My body was developing a rotting stench. My hands and feet were bound with grave clothes. My face wrapped with a cloth. I could not move, and even worse, there is a stone, possibly many of them, closing the mouth of my grave. I saw my sisters, Mary and Martha, whom I love dearly, crying and mourning. I wish they can help me and unwrap me rather than just weep for me. I was trying to tell them to remove the stone, but all I heard was, Lord, if you were here, my brother would have not died. Is that all you can do for me? Just regretting the past as if my friend Jesus cannot raise me except if he is in my vicinity? My sisters, I was hoping your faith can carry me and raise me. I didn't know that you too struggle with your own heavy rocks, weakening your faith. I desired the help of my friends and acquaintances. There were multitudes who had gathered around my tomb. I heard some recalling my good deeds, while others, out of decency, did not speak or mention my defects and sins. And I wonder how many of those people I may have offended or hurt. They too looked at the stone in the tomb, feeling very inadequate to help me. Is that my final condition? Is this going to be my final ending? In a tomb, dead, rotten, wrapped and bound by grave clothes, with rocks standing tall before me and the world? All my experiences, relationships, even my own wisdom stood helpless before the stone and the wrappings. Lord, I do not have a friend or a brother to help me unbound. Lord, are you going to leave me alone in the grave of my desires and my weaknesses? Wait, I heard his voice. Rather, I heard his weeping first. Are you weeping, Lord? How? Why? Who made you cry? Oh, how just one tear is equal to the wealth of the whole world. As the psalmist said, Lord, you preserve my tears in your bottle. Who is collecting your tears, my beloved? You asked me to turn away my eyes from you because my tears had overcome you, as the song have mentioned. What do I do before your own tears, O lover of mankind? Are you weeping for me, O compassionate one? The crowd noticing the Lord grieving and saying, see how much he loved them. Yes, I wept over you, my son. I cried over what had bound you and that which wrapped around your head. I wept over the masterpiece of my creation when you left my hand and became entangled with the weeds of the world. I wept over you, you whom I have my image implanted upon. How did death overtake you when I have empowered you with the breath of life? Your condition, my son, is what makes me weep. O Lord, stop weeping, my beloved. The archangels are astonished how the Lord and Creator of the universe shed his tears over an undeserving servant who left the house of his master, left the author of life, and death entered into his life. Do not weep, Lord. I do not deserve one tear. I am the one who ought to weep over what I have done to you. In my grave, I wet my wrappings with my tears. Let me hear your voice, O Pantocrator. Let me see your face, O beloved one. Lord, do not let me remain in my death more than this. Do not let me stay in my grave after everyone has left me. Lord, how I long to hear you call my name as you said, Lazarus, come forth, so my heart and my feet can be strengthened. The nerves can go back to the flesh, and I rise as you have said to the prophet Ezekiel, my people, I'm going to open your graves and bring you up from them. Loose me and set me free, Lord. Take away the cloth and bandages that bind me to death and that blinded me from your love. My son, let me remove the stones from you. Allow me to carry your burdens. Trust me to unbind your chains, so you may go back to your original beauty, the way I created you. I have written my name and implanted my image upon you. I came, my son, so I may take away your death, and I give you my life, eternal life. I'm waiting for you, my son. Come forth like Lazarus. Do not make me weep for you any longer. Remember my tears over your grave, so you may struggle and win, and not let the second death overcome you. My son, come forth. I am standing by your grave waiting. To the sin that is buried, the shame that is haunting you, the hurt that is hidden, the relationship that has died, to the Lazarus in your life, come forth. I am at your tomb, my son, waiting and weeping.